And so I went, oh, no, not Carmen Miranda. And I looked at my daughter. Oh, now the whole evening is for naught. We came to see her. And the woman sitting next to me leaned over all excited, and she said, no, she'll be performing. She's just sending out her regrets because her performance won't be up to her usual standards. And I said, oh, thank goodness, otherwise the whole evening would have been purely dreadful. And the woman said, oh, are you a big fan? And I said, oh, she's magnificent, especially in the role she's playing tonight. My daughter is dying next to me, and the woman is enchanted by this man she has come across sitting in the very chair next to her. I said, oh, she is magnificent, especially in the role that she be performing in tonight. And the woman said to me, and what role is she playing? And I said, I don't know, but it's probably a pretty big one. She looked at me with such disgust because she realized at that moment I had been making fun of the whole thing the whole time. She looked at me like, oh, they will just let any piece of riffraff in nowadays, won't they? It was great. And then the curtain opens. First, the conductor, whose hair is exactly the way you would expect the conductor's hair to be. His hair is all kind of free-flowing, and he turned around, and everyone was screaming, bravo, bravo! And he turned around, and he looked, and he pushed his hair back. I mean, it's just like in the movies. Pushed his hair back, and I leaned over to my daughter, and I said, if he leaves this building, everybody thinks he's a wino. Look at him. And so he begins, and the music starts. And it goes on and on and on, and we're sitting in the dark looking at the curtain. And then finally the curtain opens, and I'm thinking, okay, now some action. For 6 minutes, nothing happens on stage. Finally, somebody comes in, and he's struggling. He's water, except it's in some other language, and you don't know what he's saying. Water. And you only know what he's saying because they put subtitles on the back of everybody's chair, which is great. It is. There's nothing like going to see anything with subtitles, but especially music you don't really like. I found that there was about 2.5 hours of crap that could have been cut easily without changing the story at all. And that was just the glances at each other. I am not kidding you. I think there had to be at least 2 hours of just looking at each other. Water! Does he want water? Water! Oh, it was agonizing. Get him some water! And then, I'm not kidding you, for 20 minutes, it was this. My father promised me a sword. My father promised me a sword. My father promised me a sword. I get it! Where is my sword? Where is the sword that my father promised me? You're looking at it right now? Where is the sword my father promised me? You're looking at it right now. It's not here. He promised me it would be here when I needed my sword. Where is the sword my father promised me? You're looking at it! And then a woman would come in. There is a sword that was stuck in this tree. Only a hero can remove it. That's really weird because my father promised me a sword. I wonder if that could be the sword that he was promising you. I don't know because I'm not really a hero. Maybe you should try pulling on the sword. My father promised me a sword. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. My father promised me. I swear to you, it was that. Ah! And there are times you could barely hear them because they don't mic anybody. Why? Oh, well, that's a very large controversy, you know. No, I didn't know. I don't get Opera magazine. A very large controversy. Yes, it was. These operas, you know, were not written for microphones. No kidding. Really? Yes. And so the purists are going after the modernists that would like to put those microphones in, but the purists believe that an opera should be performed the way it was originally intended. So without microphones? Yes. Would you do me a favor? Could you promise me then, if you want to do it exactly the way it was written and the way it was written, to never ever allow this to be on TV then? Could you make that promise? Oh, what do you say we turn the lights off and all go home? Where we have some riffraff, you know, in the servants' quarters. They'll be eating M&Ms by this time, you know. Meanwhile, my father promised me a sword. So it was about 11:30 when we got out of there, and it was. I've never tried harder to stay awake than this. It was very difficult. I don't think I didn't snore out loud. I believe I snorted a couple of times. You know, that kind of thing when you're falling asleep and you go. But I don't know for sure because the lady sitting next to me, you know, was constantly disgusted by me. So I don't really know. You know what? I got to tell you. My daughter said to me, I could have, Dad, we didn't have to buy the tickets. We could have just sat outside and watched the people come in, and we would have enjoyed it even more so. The people are just, they're not people that I'm usually dining with. They're just a different caliber. Just saying. I found out something last night. Part of the Opera House sponsored by Chevron Texaco, which my father promised me no big oil unless they build a really nice opera house, and then we'll take their money.